Kindness is more infectious than COVID-19. We've heard how deadly COVID-19 is. We all now know science terms we'd never imagined learning. Like, R not the term for how quickly a virus replicates, and flatten the curve. This pandemic has also infected us with fear, frustration, anger, and anxiety, which have left many of us feeling exhausted and defeated, wondering when this will all end. With no clear end in sight, uncertainty infects our brains, urging us into action. Instances of pent-up aggression are increasingly aired on the internet when a bystander catches someone going off the rails, yelling at someone else for not wearing a mask in public, or standing their ground in defense of their freedom to choose not to wear one. We all know what it's like when someone offends our sense of right and wrong and we stew on it until we blow our top at that person, or some innocent stand-in toward whom we direct our displaced aggression. This shouldn't come as a surprise, as decades-old research has shown that when we ruminate about something, we become more aggressive toward others. We're so busy judging each other for not doing the right thing that many of us have missed something. Something big. Something more contagious than the virus itself. Something that will help us all get through this and come out stronger and more resilient on the other side. I'm talking about kindness. Pure and simple. I've seen how infectious kindness can be when tearing up after reading a news story of a cop in Florida sitting down and sharing his lunch with a homeless person. I've felt the resonance of kindness in my chest after seeing a video of a middle-aged white man putting a stethoscope to the chest of a 20-year-old black man who recently suffered a surprise heart attack and listening to the beating heart of the white man's deceased daughter, which had been donated to the black man. Their subsequent hug said it all, a tragic death resurrected as life through kindness. And believe it or not, wearing a face mask in public is not a sign of your politics, but a simple act of kindness. Why is kindness more infectious than COVID-19? Here's another science term that explains why this is the case: social contagion. Social contagion is the spread of emotion from one person to another. You can wear a face mask or socially distance to prevent the spread of a physical virus. But emotional infection knows no boundaries and is not contained by distance. Thanks to the internet, someone can, metaphorically, sneeze on your brain from anywhere in the world. Kindness kills our fears that people who don't look like us are dangerous. Kindness kills our worries that we're alone in this. Kindness kills our doubts that we can work together. My lab has done neuroscience research showing that the brain regions that get activated during rumination, e.g., the default mode network, get really quiet when someone is practicing a meditation called loving kindness. More on how this practice works to change the brain here. But you don't need to read a research study to know this for yourself. Consider the following. How does it feel when you see someone genuinely, authentically, and spontaneously be kind to you or someone else? It likely lifts you up and warms your heart. It triggers a sense of, wow, that was powerful. It gives you hope. And kindness inspires you to be kind. Every time you see someone being kind, you have just been contaminated with those mental droplets of common humanity, making it more likely that you will be infected with the kindness contagion. And the more infected you get, the more infectious you become. Then you start being kind to others. Not because it's the right thing to do or because you want others to see you do it, but because it feels right. You don't have to think about it. You just do it because it is the only thing that makes sense in that moment. It feels right and good and clean to you and to the person you bestow the act upon, and then you've done it. You've infected their emotional brain centers with something that feels better and lasts longer than winning an argument or getting your way. It might even be said that kindness kills. Kindness kills our fears that people who don't look like us are dangerous. Kindness kills our worries that we're alone in this. Kindness kills our doubts that we can work together. As the Reverend Drive, Martin Luther King Jr. declared back in 1957, the end is reconciliation. The end is redemption. The end is the creation of the beloved community. It is this type of spirit and this type of love that can transform opposers into friends. The type of love that I stress here is not eros, a sort of aesthetic or romantic love. Not philia, a sort of reciprocal love between personal friends. But it is agape, which is understanding goodwill for all men and women. It is an overflowing love which seeks nothing in return. This is the love that may well be the salvation of our civilization. So, increase the R naught and unflatten the curve of kindness. Go out there and smile through your mask. Kill everyone with kindness. Because that's the only way we'll get through this together.